Do I need headphones?
Chris said that I get a full hour with you for the start of the show.
Oh, guess what? Time's one running.
Welcome to Unclogged Conversations. You don't golf?
You can golf. Yeah. I don't cheat or lie. I just golf badly.
When I was in the Air Force, we had this thing called the Blue Line. And every time you walked up to one, it was like basic training. You had to like say this thing. I will not lie. I will not cheat, nor will I tolerate those among us who do. Just letting you know. So just trying to get the mic set up the way I want it. That's all. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
See, I get closer than you. You guys stay too far away.
No, I don't.
So, quick house rules. Remember the, he touched on messes things up. What else? Yeah. If you're a heavy breather like me,
Yep.
keep it this. If you don't want to speak, you can just look away from it. And then when you want to speak, just lean back in.
Oh. What if I forget?
Who there? Sound like over there. Holding the microphone.
Wow.
Let's put away, ready?
I took it and deviated septum, so I shouldn't hear that.
Thought it was my dog.
Hello. Oh, there you go. Hello. All right. So I turned your mics down, so you have to get in closer, so that way it doesn't pick up so much ambient stuff. It's not the end of the world. I'm a good editor, so you're in good hands.
That's your opinion?
According to the new followers, we have 120 followers now on our YouTube page.
Very nice.
We had thousands of views of our videos on Instagram and Facebook too, by the way. So
I guess you're doing all right.
I guess I'm doing okay.
Doing all right.
All right. Well, have you guys watched the show? Any other thoughts on the shows? More feedback from your girlfriend?
We didn't get a chance to watch the last one.
Yeah.
I didn't see it on there, actually.
It's
I
on there.
got nothing.
You got nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing? No feedback.
Spotify. That's what no, he didn't even mention it this week.
So we've already lost one follower. We lost your son. Just like that. Okay. Well, last week we talked about a couple of jobs and stuff like that. Any other jobs from last week? Come on, you've done work, right? Have you done any jobs this week? Go ahead, Daryl. What drains have you cleaned this week?
I did a bathtub drain earlier.
Oh,
Tried roto plunging it because it was second floor.
how would a bathtub get clogged? That doesn't
Hair.
like. Ooh.
Or sometimes the trip lever that plugs it up when you want to fill it up and take a bath.
Yeah.
Sometimes that rusts out and breaks and drops down in. And so you got to reach in there with some pliers and pull it out. And then it drains. Great. Or replace the overflow.
Reach down with what?
Pliers.
That was my
Needle
solution
usually.
last week, remember? Just long ones.
Or a
I think it
coat
was like
hanger.
tongs.
Tongs?
Metal coat hanger is a trick.
Yeah.
But they don't make metal coat hangers anymore, do they?
Can't find him.
Why? Is that like an environmental thing?
Too expensive. Plastic's cheaper.
I think if you take your clothes to the drying cleaner, you still get metal ones, right?
And only so they can put like their paper
Who's that?
packaging
Corey.
in it.
Is that Corey? All right. For those that are, but tell Corey we can see him. He's on camera. I can still see him. Okay. So metal coat hanger. Yeah. I think if you take your clothes to the dry cleaner, you get
Metal.
metal. Do you take clothes to the dry cleaner?
Nope.
No, me neither.
I don't have
Just the suits. That's about it.
And how often do you wear a suit?
4 times a year, maybe.
3 weddings and a funeral.
Pretty
That's
much,
basically
yeah.
it. Yeah. All right. What about you? What about jobs for last week?
I did I don't even know, to be honest. I did a few jobs, but nothing that rings a bell. We did
a couple kitchen sinks, but I think we
yes.
did those on
Yeah.
Wednesday and we talked about them last week.
did a floor drain for a slop sink that ran under the concrete floor. But those are all typical jobs that we do. Nothing stands out.
Well, typical jobs are still important jobs to the person that you clean their drain.
Yeah, but it's nothing that they're not super hard for us. That like we get the jobs that we remember are the ones that are very dirty,
Challenging.
or challenging. That take it takes you a lot to think about what's going on, what's different with this one, why can't we get it? But
So what's a floor drain? We're talking like a kitchen industrial thing kind of thing, where
Restaurant.
yeah,
and what was in there?
I think it was like roots or something went under their house. It was just their laundry sink. Went through their slop sink into the floor and through the concrete floor into their floor drain.
Oh, so it wasn't even a restaurant. It was like a basement house kind of thing.
So
That would be.
everything's hard
I'm
plumbed in. So
positive there's roots in my drains. I don't want you guys to come by because I don't know if I have the. Well, I guess I can get a free job from Chris. Probably. You think Chris would? No.
Yeah.
Would you do it for free?
No.
No.
Give it 5% discount.
A 5% discount, but then you just charge me 5% more and to take it off.
Well, you have to.
10%.
While you're cleaning up our equipment after, we'll take the Tesla for a ride and see what that does. So,
We can take the Tesla. Would you want an electric van?
No.
Why not?
probably the miles that we run every day
Well, I told
would
you
limit.
put 70,000 miles on my Tesla last year. It held just fine. Your van has how many miles? 36,000?
26 or something like that, 27.
I did 3 times in 1 year with my Tesla than he did on his van. Van number 6.
You drive more, but you also, I mean, you drive for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, it's an Uber driver. I put a crap ton of miles on my car. Yeah,
But do you charge during the day or?
I do.
Right. So you're at it. It's not like you're going to go out and
You're
go
not-
a solid
yeah,
day without
straight
charging
hour.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
We're never here throughout the day.
Well, you
sometimes.
there's chargers that you can, stick.
No, it's not unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't let anybody take a break.
No.
No breaks.
We don't get a lunch break.
So on one hand, I'm hearing from Daryl and Robbie that no, the jobs are
We save up our breaks for now.
for now.
This is it for the week.
Your son, when he watches this, that's what we're banking on.
I think if gas was $5, $6, $7 a gallon, we might be a little more interested in looking into it and weighing out the pros and cons. But at $3 a gallon, we
You guys
still
are
make it work.
they're not even diesel, are they?
No gas.
There's gas, yeah. Well, we ran the transits when I worked at Rim Doctor. So we had those transits. We had like the smaller ones and the big for a Rim Doctor and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. So did you clean any drains this week?
I just did one with Dennis this morning.
What'd you
Yeah.
do?
We ended up snaking the drain open, and then we ended up cammering it because we were just there a few weeks ago. And we came back, and
Who's that? Whose calling is that?
it's mine. Sorry.
So you
Taking calls right now.
well, it's good. Customer
trying.
service. Yeah.
So we ended up cammering the line. We found a bunch of scale in the line, and so we ended up snaking it with a large blade, jetting it, and video inspecting it to make sure that it was all clear. So
Wait. I know about the jetter. I know about the camera, and I know about what's the other thing?
the snake.
Snake. What's the would you say blade?
Yeah, the blades that we put on the snake.
So the snake has
Different size.
multiple heads to it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we typically want a typical sewer line is 4 or 6 inch main lateral lines.
Mhm.
So we try to get it as big a blade, which is a 3.5 inch blade. We try to get that down the line. And when we do, we get a lot of scale off. It's an old cast line, and so we have to remove that scale. So it's a process. So yeah, we were successful. So
All right. Well, good.
Nice and
Well,
clean. So clean you can eat out of it.
I wouldn't eat. You might, but I won't.
it's at least flowing properly.
Right.
It's draining properly. Well, who you guys got for the Super Bowl?
Don't care.
Eagles.
Puppies. I'm watching the puppy bowl and turning it off.
That's it. You're protesting.
Yeah. Boycotting.
Bills fan.
Yeah. Well, you can still watch.
Nope.
Is it envy or jealousy, anger? What's the range of emotions?
Just don't care.
Apathy.
Pat Mahomes.
Well, this would be number 4?
3.
For see, you know a lot about it.
Well, no, fourth trip. His fourth,
Well, fourth trip. 3.
If
This
they
will be
win
3 in a row.
3
They
P.
won the last 2.
Was it? It was Brady that beat him in the one, right? It was Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I think it was.
There we go.
When was the last time the Bills went to the Super Bowl?
I don't remember.
Daryl wasn't
90s.
alive yet.
86.
Robbie wasn't alive. We know that. When were you born?
89.
You were alive. Yeah, it was the 90. It was 89, 91, 92, 93, 94. I think those are the 4 years in a row that the Bills went to the Super Bowl and lost. Now, you're an Eagles fan.
No.
No, but you're going for the Eagles.
Yeah. I'm a Dallas fan. Bring it
How does that work?
Bring it-
Eagles fan.
Bring it back to the division.
How does that work? How's that?
I'd rather have it come to division than I do like records, stuff like that, but I'm sick of KC, so
Sick of Casey.
I got a couple of friends that are Eagles fans, so I'd be happy for my friends.
You wouldn't want to spite your friends?
No.
All right. And who you got?
I don't have any money on it, so I don't care.
Well, but what do you put money on? Boxing, UFC,
I don't put money on anything. I can't afford it.
not legally.
No.
You know what to tell.
It's legal now.
Well, yeah, it depends on how you do it. You can still go through a bookie.
It was FanDuel and
DraftKings.
I'll tell
DraftKings.
you a bookie story now that you think about it. So in 93, I was working at this golf called Nevada Bob's. It was like a golf store, golf and tennis. You could sell stuff, right? And my boss, he was in his mid-20s, which I thought was super old because I was 18 or 19. He introduced us to sports gambling, right? And the way we did it was you'd bet on college football, right? So back then it was you just bet on Miami and Nebraska to cover, basically. And they would do that. And then there was, Monday or Sunday football, Sunday night football, I believe, then Monday night football. Well, I'd put maybe $50 over the weekend. I'd bet on different games or whatever. My boss at the time got $10,000, $20,000 down. And, this is illegal, mafia bookie, I guess. I don't know who we're doing it with. One day he just drove to work. And
So you were worried. It's where did he go?
I don't know.
did you get offed?
Well, I know he put a lot of money on a Monday night football game. And I remember him all or nothing, doubling down or whatever. He's going to win it back on Monday night. That was the horrible thing about Monday night football is people trying to win it back. It's if you've already won on Saturday, if Nebraska covered, you're and then you just cash out. But if you lose on the NCAA on Saturday, you're well, let's try Sunday. And then, darn it. Then Monday night football is I could do it. The Eagles will cover. And then they didn't. And then he didn't show up to work. And I think, I hope
He never came back?
I never saw the guy again in my life.
Jeez.
And I remember thinking to myself, did he die? It was you got the Sopranos kind of thing going on. Or did he just
Disappeared
I'm
and just
never-
ran away?
I'm never going to be able to pay this down and they're never going to find me.
Down on the beach with Pac and Biggie.
Right? Yeah, that's sad. Do you know who Tupac is?
No.
Do you know who Biggie is?
No.
Do you
They're rappers.
Okay. That'll explain it.
That may or may not be passed on.
Yeah.
How
Two-
about-
Tupac died in early 90s, right?
Yeah.
So can you explain East Coast, West Coast?
I have no idea. I'm a country guy.
You can. Go ahead, Daryl. East Coast, West Coast.
They don't like each other.
Yeah, so rap in the 90s became East Coast, West Coast kind of thing. There was Wu-Tang, East Coast. You got Tupac, Snoop
Snoop,
Dogg,
Dr.
West
Dre.
Coast, Dr. Dre, NWA,
Death Row
West
Records.
Coast, Death Row Records, yeah, West Coast. It's kind of disco versus classic rock. Maybe. What do you listen to?
I'm a mute.
You don't listen to e-music?
No, country,
Talk
classic
radio.
rock,
Sports
talk
radio.
radio.
Talk radio.
Is that
I'm
when
getting
you're,
older. Talk radio is a big,
NPR.
big thing. No, not NPR.
you don't like NPR?
No, WSYR.
WSYR. That's the,
WSYR.
I grew up on. I really liked. Oh my gosh, what was the name? The rest. Who was the rest of the story guy? Do you remember him?
Paul Harvey.
Paul Harvey. Yeah, I like Paul Harvey. And then that transitioned into I like Rush Limbaugh and Jim Rome. When Jim Rome was
Sports, yeah.
This is all in the 90s. Yeah, I'd sit at my desk working and listen to the sports talk. And then I liked NPR. And then now it's podcast. And so which podcast do you listen to?
I don't think I've ever listened to a podcast
That's
unless
talk,
I was with Daryl.
that's talk
And he
radio.
usually don't play them when I'm with him. So.
But that's talk radio.
Like Joe Rogan
Yeah.
or the Kelsey brothers. Those are just pretty good.
Kill Tony.
Kill Tony.
Couple of them.
If you're driving with Daryl, he would listen to all books.
I finished The Stand
Yeah? What
No,
happened at the
no.
end?
at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know. They all.
I didn't listen to that.
They moved back to Maine and lived happily ever after.
Basically.
Yeah.
They killed Satan somehow with the nuclear bomb.
A bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom is my big one I listen to.
Every morning.
Yeah.
99.9.
Bob and Tom. The Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, that's a local one.
No, they're...
Ithaca.
no, well, that's where the affiliate is, but they're what? Midwest. Indiana or something they're out of. Yeah.
Bob and Tom. What are they talking about?
Comedy,
Everything. Stuff.
everything. But a lot of it's supposed to be like a comedy.
Drain cleaning?
No.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, there's Ed Septic is on there now.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
They have one skit that they do with Ed Septic. It's pretty funny.
Well, explain it. What is that? He's a guy.
He's a guy.
His character.
He's a character. That's the difference, right? He's not a real Ed Septic. He's just a caricature, but it's pretty funny to listen to. So if you're ever in the mood to
I haven't heard of it.
6 to 10,
6 to 10 a.m.
mm-hmm.
Bob and Tom.
99.9.
Out of Ithaca, but out of the Midwest.
I think they're Utica. They're on a Utica affiliate too. So
Yeah.
classic rock 92.7.
You are a classic rock.
Yeah, classic rock, man.
Boston, Led Zeppelin,
A little newer, but I was
Def Leppard.
Def Leppard, Scorpions, any of that, Aerosmith. Oh yeah, all that.
Guns N' Roses.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Where were you when Appetite for Destruction came out? Do you know what album we're talking about?
Mm-hmm. I couldn't even tell.
Wasn't that like one of the biggest albums of like, because you're the same age as me. I'm 50. What are you, 53, 54, 55? Older? 60?
No.
Okay. So,
I'll be 57 next month.
so yeah, so that means you graduated high school, what?
86.
86. Yeah. So Appetite for Destruction came out in 86, 87. So you were senior, you were off to your freshman year at Harvard.
Harvard, Princeton. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad. And the Skull and Bones Club.
I turned down Harvard to go to Princeton. So yeah.
Yeah, Appetite for Destruction. Let's see, what were the biggest albums of? So I graduated high school in 93.
Probably Poison. Poisonade.
Yeah.
Cinderella.
No, I'd say the biggest albums for me were probably Straight Outta Compton. For sure.
NWA.
Yeah, NWA. Appetite for Destruction.
Beastie Boys.
Yeah, that was always really good. Paul's Boutique and stuff. And definitely the whatchamacallit show. I'm trying to think of it. Oh my god, I'm having a brain freeze. What's the Nirvana album?
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot. Yeah, those were super large, super large. But you were more like, oh gosh. Yeah, I saw the Pearl Jam in concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath, I liked. I was born with Black Sabbath. Even though it's all that hard, hard rock.
I showed my 14-year-old some of the Twisted Sister. And then I showed him Animal House, and it's the same guy. It's the same guy. The guy that runs the ROTC in Animal House is the same guy on he had one bit. That was that guy's whole shtick was, you call that a push-up, or what did he say at Animal House? It was like, a pledge pit. Animal House.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
No,
Yeah,
he-
It's probably
probably-
back, but
Yeah,
was that
long
one of
time
the
ago.
Belushis was in it?
yeah,
Yeah.
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 He does a food fight and everything. But yeah, but no, he's like the RTC guy, and he's harassing the really fat guy, and he's like, "You call that a pledge pen?" And then what was the Twisted Sister song? He's like,
We're not going to take
"Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. You're not doing your homework." It's the same guy. He had like one bit, and he was like in every movie and every MTV thing. Well, all right. Well, if you guys don't have any jobs to talk about, I think you guys have got to do a better job of making boring things sound good.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Like, trying to think of like the things that I would be interested in. Like when you went into the house, were there any cats? We've got a little theme going with cats.
I mean, I'd had dogs this morning. One I didn't even know was there. I walked right by it a couple times, and it never even moved. The other one just kept barking at me and barking at me. He didn't like me.
But
she
the
wouldn't-
cats
she
don't
wouldn't-
like
she
you,
wouldn't
the
let me
dogs
pet
don't
them.
like you.
Cats seem to like me.
But you don't like cats.
No. Well, I'm indifferent.
Indifferent.
I prefer dogs.
But you're a cat guy.
No,
He loves them.
dog guy. I got
Cuddles
3
them every
dogs at
night.
home.
No,
No?
no. Sorry.
Huh. Well, if you don't have anything, that's really good. We can make the podcast short, but I do have a couple of quick requests. Why do you like working here? What's
So
up
I
your-
can come see you. So we can spend time doing a podcast. Is that a good answer, Daryl?
That's a great answer. So you want me to follow you on video TV some more?
Freedom. I think is a good synopsis. I guess there's not. We're all here to do a job, but it's nobody really to me being as a service manager. I mean, I don't have to worry about typically watching what the guys are doing. They do a job and they do it. They work together. If somebody needs a hand, it's kind of the teamwork. So that's kind of makes it rewarding for everybody. I mean, knowing everybody's got your back if you need a hand, or because not every place is like that. So
Would you say you're saying freedom, and it sounds to me like more like autonomy, and to some extent, like jobs are coming in, and you're assigning it to Robbie, and Robbie gets a chance to.
Even as a tech, I don't. As Chris is my manager, he's not harping on us to get the job done, or it's more freedom of, hey, you got this job, go finish it. I mean, we all take care of it. We're here for a reason.
Every job's a little different.
And that's nice being a technician as well as, I mean, he'll call him, see how we're doing, but he's not, you need this done in 10 minutes. You need this done in 10 minutes. So it's nice just to kind of go at your own pace, get the job done, which we do, and he can trust us. We trust him. And so it's nice to have a manager and a company to work for and that calibration,
It's more about providing great service to our customers as opposed to getting as much done as we can each day.
but we're at the end of the day, we're doing both.
Yep.
We're providing quality service, but we're still proficient at what we do.
If you had any advice to young guy like my son, coming in and wanting to apply for a job here, what would you advise him? Like, say you got a job opening, new truck, new route. What kind of stuff would you be? What kind of stuff would you be interviewing, looking for?
Someone that shows up so timely, on time. The teaching is the. What'd you do?
just put on vibrate for you.
See, this is why the team, he's everybody
He's
looking
looking
out
out for me.
You want qualities of, just appearance. I don't know if appearance is a quality, right? I mean, we all want to, be clean, as clean as we can, show up on time. The work is, in my opinion, it's easier. A lot of times it's easier unless they've had a lot of experience and you know them, it's easier to train somebody with zero experience. And then you're training them kind of the way you want the job done instead of somebody bringing some baggage. You know, I've got a couple guys that have a lot of experience that came on board, and, you know, they've been great because I've known them for a long time. So I know what their work habit is. I know how they work because we all work together.
Right.
So it's, but to bring somebody in that you don't know that may have experience can come with
Bad habits.
bad habits. So,
Like starting a podcast late.
well, that's, you know, unforeseen circumstances that, you know, we overlook a few things once in a while.
All right.
I think that work ethic, you got to be a go-getter to be in like a trip.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we require, you know, too much or, you know, expect too much, I think. But, you know, everybody seems to, you know, for the most part, enjoy what they do, I think. Just because, like I said, that freedom that comes along with doing it. I mean, they have their own van and they're out doing their own thing, and, you know, and somebody will help them. So,
It's almost like trust, you know, because they're
Absolutely.
yeah.
He's got to trust us immensely.
well, and they trust me
And
too.
our
So.
customers have to trust us too, welcoming us into their home and working on their, you know, could be very expensive fixtures. And, you know, trusting us not to make a mess or break things or hurt
And
anybody.
I think for the most part, we succeed at that. I mean, you can always have a mishap or something that goes on, but it's how you, not that it happens, it's how you handle it after the fact. I mean, we always want to minimize that, but, you know.
Well, what I hope for next week as we wrap the show, I got you for the hour. That was good. As we wrap, the blow something up, have a pipe shoot would be kind of cool. Get a video of it. That would be very helpful. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to start finding some more videos on the internet and having you dissect them and critique other drain cleaners and how they screwed up and stuff like that. Because I can definitely do that. Do you? Let me ask you one final question. Do you watch like any of the drain cleaning videos on the internet? Little ASMR kind of thing, like when they pull like a whole thing out of a drain. It's like this long
Root mass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is that satisfying?
I don't have time to be on the internet.
But
That's a Chris Hampton.
What?
I don't have time to be
That's
on the internet. The sun's shining out there today, folks. There is no, we shouldn't even be doing this podcast today because the sun's out.
Robbie's in there reading books. He's got the next.
Harry
Not
Potter.
books.
Do you read Harry Potter?
No, maybe in school, but I don't read books.
Nice.
I'm an active person. I like to be outdoors doing things.
All right. Well, we'll get you outdoors. For Chris, Robbie, Daryl, and Levi and Superior Reigns, this has been Unclogged
Conversations. Thank you.